Sorry, big guy. You're good. What's going on, everyone? Probably doesn't look like my usual setup, and that's because if you missed my last video, I'm in the middle of a move right now, and so this is the temporary setup that I'm going to be having probably for a couple of videos. I don't know how many I'm going to get to. Big thing is hello, hi. This is Haru. I don't know if you guys can see her on the screen. No, can't. Okay. Well, this actually is, oh, there she is. There she goes. So this actually is the spot where I actually first built my kit getting back into the hobby in 2019. So it's kind of funny coming back to the spot that kind of started my whole gunpla journey. It's cool kind of sitting back down here to think about, where how I've developed as a builder, how I've come to get into the content creation space and being on YouTube for 5 years. It's crazy to come back to the spot where it all started. And when I sat down here initially to start building, I kind of remembered why I got into this hobby or what kind of really drew me back into this hobby. And that was actually just kind of appreciating the like all of the work that goes into making these kits. And I'm not talking about the building aspect of it, but just kind of like opening a box and just seeing you know, all the different runners and just kind of looking through the build as you're going through it. And when you get to certain parts, you just get surprised. And I think a lot of the things is just like, like the box shows it to you, here you can see all the different gimmicks that the kit actually has. But one thing I kind of realized as I started getting into more into YouTube and trying to build at a pace that I can put videos out regularly, I stopped appreciating the build as I was going through them. And I realized that was probably one of the biggest things that caused me to burn out when I was making a lot of my build videos and not wanting to do more content was the fact that I wasn't appreciating like the different ways. I mean, I think back to one of the kits that really stuck out to me was the Gundam, the RX-78 Gundam, the Origin. Oh, sorry, not the Origin. The Beyond Global, and I was just appreciating how simple that build was, but just how dynamic you can make that pose, and just appreciating all the little steps that it came to make that kit as beautiful as it was. That I realized, sitting back down here, I kind of lost that as I started to do more intricate builds, working on bigger kits, and that I was more focused on the end goal of creating something that looked good, that I didn't appreciate the build process as I was going through it. So, sitting back down here, I figured the first video that I would make coming back to this is kind of getting back to my roots and getting back to why I got back into Gunpla and what it's done for me. And kind of the message for today's video is that, when you sit down to build, take some time to appreciate the build as you're going through it. Don't focus on the end goal. You'll get there eventually. You'll finish the kit, then you can appreciate it. But as you're building the kit, take the time to really appreciate just how much love and dedication went into the design of the kit to make the parts fit together and just seeing how well the kit articulates. And if you're building an older kit, take the time to admire, how far we've come in this hobby. And so I feel like, coming back to, you know, a series that just kind of recently came out and getting into, this new style of high grades, it's something that I can learn to reappreciate a lot of the new design and the new elements that went into this kit that can really bring me back to when I first got started, which was just loving the design, loving the builds, and just loving what these kits are capable of. So, I guess for today's video, my message for you guys is take some time to appreciate the builds, because the biggest thing that can really kill a lot of your motivation and appreciation of the hobby is a focus on the end goal. And just kind of think about some of the things that maybe you're more focused on the end goal rather than the process itself. And if you find yourself burning out, if you find yourself getting tired or not appreciating hobbies and things like that as much, remember about the process. Get involved in the process. Love the process, not the result. And so that's all I have for you guys today. I'm gonna go ahead and start building the HG, GQ, G Cooks, G Cooks, G Clucks, the Police Zaku. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started building that. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hope you found some value in this video. And remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, go do what you love, and I'll see you in the next one. Howdy, you wanna say anything? Wanna say anything for the camera? She's perched up like a cat. That's her like cat perch. I would show you, I have another dog down here. Nana, you wanna come out and say hello? Okay, well, you got one. We got Haru. You can meet Haru another time, but that's her cat perch. She's looking out the window. All right, take care.